Hi pretties, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Tiara, and I know I have not done a video in relation to weight loss in a very long time. So I definitely wanted to turn on the camera and record. And I wanted to do something before I got to stats, before I got to dieting, what I've been doing, how I'm maintaining my weight. I wanted to get to something that is very serious, very deep, and very personal for me. If you've been following my journey for a long time, I've been on YouTube since I've been 15 years old, and there isn't a lot of personal details I share about my life. So please understand that this is very challenging for me to talk about, but because I just believe so much in being so transparent with you all, this is just something else that I wanted to be completely transparent with, and knowing that I could potentially help someone else, which has been my goal since I started making videos about my weight loss surgery and about my weight loss journey. So if I can help someone else with this, I definitely want to do that. So as you can see from the title, I want to talk about alcohol use and alcohol addiction as it relates to after you have weight loss surgery. I want to say that it is not just something that is a risk that they tell you about that happens to 1 in 1,000 people or 1 in 1,000,000 or whatever statistic you may have in your head and think that it couldn't be me. This is a very real possibility. This is a very real risk, and I know it to be so, and I know it to be true because this was very much my reality in my life. So before I started having issues with using alcohol, I was very much a social alcohol user. So before I had weight loss surgery, I would go out, I would have a drink. I was the type of person who really didn't drink in my house. Unless it was a special occasion, I really did not drink in my house just because I was just a social drinker. Food was definitely my thing. That was my addiction. So drinking was never really on my radar of things to do. And I also really didn't smoke, which I know sometimes goes hand in hand, drinking and smoking, all in the same boat. So drinking was never an issue for me. Drinking started to become an issue for me probably once I started my keto diet. So if you remember, about 2 years ago, maybe, well, about a year and a half ago, I wanted to continue to lose more weight and I wanted to accelerate my results from my bypass, which I had in March 9th, 2017 at this point. And because I wanted to accelerate my results, I decided to do keto. Well, when I decided to do keto, you can't eat any carbs, which means there's basically no rewarding yourself with a cookie or an ice cream or, a burger or anything like that, that when you're on a different type of diet plan, you can traditionally reward yourself with. And the only thing that was my reward was alcohol. I knew that if I worked out, I could have 3, 4 shots, and it's great because, it's Friday night. That's how it started. It's Friday night. I can have 3, 4 shots. I can get loose, I can just drink straight up vodka. That was my liquor of choice. And it made me feel like, okay, this is something that's not any calories, it's not any carbs, and it's not causing me any harm. And you don't go into drinking alcohol thinking that I'm going to have a problem, that I'm going to get addicted, that I'm going to abuse it. You just go into it thinking it's just a good time thing. So I went from drinking Friday to Friday, Saturday, Sunday, to then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, because my girlfriend Kai had off on Monday as well. From there, I noticed that on Tuesday, even when she went back to work, I would still be, at the time it was nice, it was like summer, this was like last summer. I would still be walking to the store to go and, just get a little miniature shot of something, or sometimes a bottle, and I would be drinking that. And things were still functioning as normal. I was definitely functioning. I was smiling. I was still putting out YouTube videos on a regular. I was doing everything normal. I was working out. I was still losing weight. Things were going amazing. The moment that I knew that I had a problem and that it was something worth addressing was when I would go into my closet, or I would go into my what's under your sink, your bathroom kitchen counter or whatever, kitchen counter or sink counter, because they would be under the kitchen too. Or I would go in my laundry room, and we have like this shelf, and I would find empty liquor bottles. And these are bottles that I kind of not just hid away from other people, but hid away from myself. Because you know, when you have an addiction to something and you almost don't want it to be a reality. So I would, hurry up and pour that bottle, pour that drink down into a big cup, and then get rid of the bottle because I felt like it got rid of the evidence and I didn't have to look at this thing physically. Kind of like if you eat a whole family size bag of chips, you might put it in a bowl and throw the bag away so you don't have to look at the fact that you just ate a whole family size bag of chips. That's how it was with alcohol for me. And I knew that I was having a problem. By the time I knew I was having a problem, I believe I was at the point where I was starting to get physically addicted to alcohol. So at that point, I had to really make a decision of what I wanted to do, and I decided to abstain from alcohol. Um, I feel that I don't know if it was true alcoholism or alcohol addiction. It's a very blurred line after I've done my research about it, because what they define as alcoholism is your body being actually dependent. You almost can't quit cold turkey because you will have shakes, you could have seizures, you could possibly die. But I definitely had an issue that needed to be addressed with alcohol. I think that alcohol use is so normalized, and I think that it's so easy to get this type of addiction because let me tell you why. Number one, a lot of us were addicted to food. Because we can no longer have that addiction to food and find comfort in food, it is so much easier to go over to something else, i.e., alcohol. Number two, it's way easier for us to consume the alcohol. All my weight loss surgery peeps, y'all know we can drink and drink and drink and drink and drink some stuff up. Eating is our physical problem. Eating makes us physically uncomfortable. Eating is the issue. So, number three, after you have surgery, alcohol rewards you quicker. It's like that, literally. So I could have a shot, and within 5 minutes, if even that, I'm feeling that shot. But the downside is alcohol also punishes you quicker. And what I mean by that is I was at the point where I could no longer have one or two drinks and feel those one or two drinks through the night. Or a person when they're like, if I have 3 drinks, girl, I am done for the night and I am feeling it all night and everything. I was not that girl. I was an 8, 9, sometimes 10 drink type of girl, because the alcohol, as soon as it goes in you, as soon as it goes out of you. So you drink more and more and more and more and more and more. And I noticed that I was starting to drink more than I was eating. And it was intentional. It was a very intentional thing because I tracked what I ate, and I would, put it in as if, well, if I just eat, carrots and ranch, or, a piece of fruit, and then I can still, because I still cared about my weight, I still care about my weight. So I did not want to gain any weight from this addiction. But if I did that, I was like, okay, I can basically drink a little bit more liquor. I could have 400 or 500 calories of liquor because I'm basically going to have carrots for lunch, or I have a protein drink for lunch. So I'm not getting in that many calories. And all of these behaviors were very bad behaviors. So I know a lot of you are probably wondering, how did I stop? I really just stopped. I definitely have motivations that I will talk about in later videos. For anyone that needs to hear that. But for the most part, I just stopped. I weaned myself down off of drinking. So I stopped like day drinking. That was a big thing. And then I stopped drinking like Monday through Thursday, and I would only drink the weekends. And then the weekends, when I did drink, I would only drink after 8 p.m. So I really weaned myself down from it. And now I'm not drinking, and I haven't had a drink in over 60 days. So it's been amazing. It's been a journey of self-discovery. I don't feel that this is going to be an issue that is lifelong for me. I speak that over myself because I do believe in the power of manifestation. I do believe I believe that there is power in the tongue. So because I speak it, it is done. I will not have an addiction lifelong to alcohol. I will not be a person that has to attend rehab. I will not have that happen in my life. But I do believe that it is very important for me to share this message so that if anyone can even skip the part that I had to go through, I would love for you to be able to do that. I also made this video so that I can hear from other people in the community to see, have you had issues with alcohol, or have you had issues with anything else? I think that just as much as we get on here and we talk about the weight loss and we talk about how good we look and how good we feel and all of the, these issues being reversed like diabetes and high blood pressure, we definitely have to talk about some of the cons of this surgery so that anyone who's going into this surgery can get a rounded picture of what it means to have weight loss surgery and some of the risk of weight loss surgery as well. So I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you enjoy me being transparent, and please remember to be kind in the comment sections, as this was a hard video and a hard topic for me to talk about. I appreciate all the love and support. We have so many more uploads coming. I just did a wig review before this video, so please check that out as well. Thank you so much for sticking around and staying on my channel. Remember to stay pretty, and I'll see you in the next video.